Today's lesson is topic writing, how to write an argumentative essay. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff.
And I'm Hanny.
Today, everyone, we are going to be arguing. We're going to be writing an essay where we are going to be debating a topic. Okay, today we're not going to be arguing in the sense that we are fighting with words. An argumentative essay is more like an essay when you are debating a topic, okay? When you're writing this essay, you are going to be telling us, or telling your reader, I should say, how you feel about something, okay? You're going to be sharing your opinion and then why you have that opinion. Yes, during an argumentative essay, you are going to be substantiating your claims. You are going to be taking your beliefs, you are going to be analyzing them and making it clear that other people should think the way that you do because, hey, what you believe makes the most sense. So anyways, we are going to be writing this argumentative essay. You guys are going to be stating your own arguments. You're going to be taking other opinions and you're going to be disagreeing with them in a logical way. And you're going to be writing and putting your ideas together in a clear way. So one, so that people understand what you're saying, and so that people understand your argument as you put it together piece by piece.
好，我们这次主题式写作的主题是如何撰写论说文 How to write an argumentative essay。 好，那么 argument 这个字它有争论啊、论点、辩论的意思。那么 argumentative 这个形容词它是形容辩论的、争论的，所以我们这个 argumentative essay 就表示论说文。那论说文的目的是用来表达个人的主张、看法，来说明你的立场。不管你是在陈述自己的论点，还是要反驳不同意见，都必须要有清楚的论述。那最好还要提出证据啊、具体的例子来支持自己的论点，这样你的文章才会有说服力哦。
Anyways, the topic today is the lottery. So you guys need to imagine that you are in the lottery. Let's say you win the lottery. What are you going to do with that money? What are you going to do if you win? And hey, if you do win, will that make you happy? Will it not? So on and so forth. You guys go ahead and get brainstorming.
好，那我们这一部分呢，就是要来想象说你中了乐透，然后你认为这笔钱呢会为你带来快乐吗？我们要用这个主题来写论说文，然后你还要写出为什么这个钱会带给你快乐，或者是不会。那么我们其实一篇好的论说文呢，通常会涵盖3个要素，包含你要先表明自己的立场，你的第一段可能就是先写引言，然后要马上就说明自己的立场。那接下来呢，不管你中间是写了3段啊，或者是只写一段，这部分我们就要来写自己支持的论点，然后甚至要提出反方的论点，再把它加以反驳，一一把它攻破，然后最后你在结论的时候就要重申自己的立场。好，那记得哦，前后立场一定要一致，你不能反反复复的哦。那么同学们在开始动笔之前呢，我们可以先把 pros and cons 把它写下来。那这部分就是要写出你赞成的论点或者是反对的论点，你先写写看，然后你写完之后，你再来决定说你自己的立场是哪一个，到底是赞成还是反对，最后你再把它整理成组织成一个很流畅的文章，这样就是很棒的论说文。
All right, I heard you say pros and cons there.
That's right.
Okay, when you are constructing an argumentative essay, when you're taking a position, you can't just say, this is the way it is, the end. Okay, you have to analyze positions that might be contrary to yours. And here we've got a really good topic for this purpose, or for these reasons. Winning the lottery. Who wouldn't want to win the lottery? You win the lottery and you make a whole lot of money and you'll be happy forever, right? Well, not necessarily. So let's go ahead and start lining things up, the pros and the cons. Now, as far as the pros are concerned, okay, the good parts of winning the lottery. Well, first of all, you'll be able to be free for the most part. You'll have the freedom to choose your lifestyle. If you win a few $1 million or even more than that, You can quit the job that you're doing right now that you might not like and pursue the things that you want to do. Okay, now, if you win the lottery, here's another pro, another good thing. You might be able to help others with your money. That's a good thing, too. And how about this? If you've got a lot of money, okay, and you're able to get the things that you want, and you're able to live the type of life that you want, you're going to be more satisfied. You're going to have more satisfaction in your daily life. These are all good things. But for every good thing, there's a bad thing. So, okay, you're going to say this is good. We've also got to rebut this particular statement, okay? So, let's say you do win the lottery. I would say immediately you become happier, okay? You just have that big surge of adrenaline and good feeling, knowing that you're now a multimillionaire and that you can choose your lifestyle for the most part. But hey, for the most part, this type of spike in happiness, it's temporary. It might not last forever. Further, let's say you decide to help others. In fact, let's say you decide to help everyone you run into. You might just spend all your money and end up in bankruptcy, and this has been known to happen as well. And as far as higher life satisfaction is concerned, I get the feeling that if you were to win millions of dollars, that a lot of people not only would be asking you for money, but they'd be telling you, hey, if you give me your money and you let me invest it for you, I'll make you even more money and you'll be even more satisfied with your life, right? And you might go along with some of these people and you might end up a target for these fraudsters, or you might fall prey to people who are wanting to steal your money, these people who want to scam you or maybe sue you fraudulently and take all of your money. So those are some cons for you. For every good thing, there's also a bad thing. For every pro, there's a con.
好，那我们现在就在写作之前呢，你可以在旁边准备纸笔，然后先做笔记，把赞成跟反对的论点写下来。那么 pros and cons 就是利与弊，或者是赞成或反对的论点。那我们先来看，在我们课文范例里面呢，它 pros 就是赞成论点，它是说到 freedom to choose your lifestyle， 那就表示是选择生活方式的自由。那像有的人他就是中了乐透之后，他可能就把工作辞掉啊，然后就开始去追求自己的梦想，也许这样是个好事。然后还有呢 means to help others， 这表示说你会有那个财富去帮助别人。还有 higher life satisfaction， 这表示提高生活满意度。好，那除了支持的部分，你当然也要写反对的部分咯。反对的部分 cons， 它第一个是说 temporary spike in happiness， 是指一时的快乐，你可能一时很快乐，但是后面你没有办法好好的处理这笔钱，有可能就是从天堂掉到地狱了。那么掉到地狱，你看看下一个就是 bankruptcy， 它表示像你挥霍无度，然后破产了。那最后一个就是 target of scams and lawsuits， 表示你可能会成为诈骗的目标啊，被人家告啊什么什么的。那除了这些，同学们还可以想想看有哪些其他赞成论点或是反对的论点，把它写下来。那写完之后呢，你就要去决定说你到底立场是什么，你是赞成金钱会带来快乐还是不会呢？那么在文章的一开始呢，你要记得去立定自己的立场，然后接下来你就要拿出你要支持或者是反对的论点，一一把它写出来，最后再把反方把它一一击破。那我们下一部分就要来看看我们的课文它是怎么提出这个反驳反方的论点。
Okay, let's move from brainstorming to actually constructing sentences. Okay, let's start putting together our argumentative essay. You could say something like this.Critics argue that lottery winners only experience a temporary spike in happiness. So you're leading off with the con here. Yeah, you win the lottery, and that's great, but that happiness only lasts for a short period of time, or there's only a temporary spike in happiness. Sure, critics might say this, but...because you're taking the pro side, let's say, you can also refute this statement. You can refute or provide a rebuttal to this statement by saying something like this. However, a recent Swedish study found that... Okay, you guys go ahead and fill in the blanks there. And yes, this is a Swedish study. It came all the way from Sweden, so it's got to be good, right?
好，我们来看一下，第一个我们要来反驳论点，他一开始就先说 critics argue that 怎么样怎么样，意思是说批评者认为怎么样怎么样，这是很好用的这个用语哦。你也可以说 it's often argued that 怎么样怎么样，也就是说一般人他们反对这个意见的人呢是怎么样认为的，然后你接下来再用 however 或者是用 nevertheless 来讲说但是怎么样怎么样，去用你的论点来攻破他们。好，那这边他这个题目这边是说批评者认为中乐透的人只能体验暂时增加的快乐感，这个 a temporary spike in happiness 就是临时暂时的快乐感的激增骤增这样子。好，那么注意一下 critic 这个字它可以指评论家，像我们说 movie critic 是影评嘛， food critic 是美食评论家，可是它也可以用来表达持批评态度的人。好，那么再来呢，下一句我们要来反驳，他说 However, a recent Swedish study found that 然而一个最近的瑞典研究发现怎么样怎样，你用一个研究来讲，这样是不是更有力？这是一个证据嘛？那他后面就是要写说中了乐透的人在中奖多年后还是会回报有较高的生活满意度。好了，有科学家有研究的人帮你支持论证，你就更容易反驳这个论点了。那这边我们就请 Jeff 老师帮我们念完空格句子。
However, a recent Swedish study found that winners still reported higher life satisfaction years after winning. So take that, you critics. Sure, you might think there's a temporary spike in happiness, but the Swedes, they have it otherwise. A Swedish study has found that many years after winning the lottery, people are still happier. They still have a higher level of life satisfaction. How about that? Now, more on these critics, these people who think that winning the lottery isn't worth it. Another major criticism of the lottery is that many winners later go bankrupt. Okay, sure, I'm willing to concede that to a certain point, but I can still always fight back. I can still argue with you. I can still debate you. I can say something like, while this is true, okay, bankruptcy is by no means inevitable. Blank. And that's for you guys to fill in there.
好，我们第二个要反驳的论点，他说 Another major criticism of the lottery is that 什么什么什么。好，这也是很好用的哦。你可以说另外一个主要的批评是什么什么什么这样子。好，那他是要说另外一个对乐透的主要批评是很多中奖人到后来呢都会破产。这倒真的，有时候新闻都常看到这种故事哈。那么这边这个句子里面的 criticism 它是名词，表示批评评论。好，那我们现在要来反驳这个论点咯。你可以开头用这个 while this is true 表示尽管是真的，但是怎么样怎么样。好，那他是说 bankruptcy is by no means inevitable， 这表示说破产并非不可避免。好，那么 by no means 就是指绝不是绝不，还有 inevitable 它表示不可避免。那我们下一个句子，你当然不可能说破产不是不可避免的，然后你接下来就没有再讲别的，你可以用别的方法，例如说你提供一个方法告诉人家说为什么说中乐透不一定会破产。好，那他下一句就是说呢，有比较好的财务规划和更多的自制力就可以避免。那我们要表达财务规划，你可以说 financial planning， 还有自制力是 self-discipline。 那我们现在请 Jeff 老师帮我们念整个句子。
While this is true, bankruptcy is by no means inevitable. It can be avoided with better financial planning and more self-discipline, which is a really good point. If you win millions of dollars and you don't spend it all like a maniac or a loon, you won't go bankrupt. Okay, so hey, I'm starting to think that I'm on the pro side of this particular argument. I would love to win the lottery. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a short break, but when we come back, we'll start reading our sample piece of writing. Okay, folks, we're back, and we're about to start reading from our sample argumentative essay, Why Money Really Can Buy Happiness. Already, it sounds like our author is definitely pro winning the lottery. Anyways, imagine you just won the lottery. Do you think you would be happier? There are many ways that winning a large amount of money can improve life satisfaction. Okay, so before we move on, let's talk about this word lottery. Okay, a lottery is kind of a contest, okay, where if you win that contest, you get a whole lot of money. Usually you go to a convenience store, to a special lottery shop. You buy lottery tickets, and then people draw numbers, okay? If the number that is drawn is the number on the ticket that you have purchased, that means that you win all the money. This pool of money has been put together, usually based on the number of tickets that have been purchased. And if you do happen to strike it big, you get lucky. They call your number. You get all of that money. That's the way that a lottery works.
好，我们来看我们的第一段，他一开始就问你说，你想象一下，如果你赢了乐透，你觉得你会快乐吗？那这句就是他的引言。然后接着他就说呢，你赢了很大一笔钱的话，可以改善生活的满足感。那这就表示说，我们的作者，我们这个范文，他采取的是赞成的立场，金钱是可以带来快乐的。好，那么这个第一段这边有一个单词叫 lottery， 它表示乐透或是彩券。那我们要表达买一张乐透彩券，你可以说 buy a lottery ticket。Okay,
so there was the beginning, and here's the thesis statement. There are many ways that winning a large amount of money can improve life satisfaction. Okay, that's the thesis. Now you've got to tell people why you believe that's true. Well, first of all, this is the first reason. Many people fear an uncertain future, but if lottery winnings are invested carefully, financial security can go a long way toward quieting those fears. So there you go. First of all, at the beginning. Okay, maybe you win the lottery and you think the future is uncertain. You might go bankrupt or something like that. You might get taken advantage of. You might just invest the money poorly. Well, hey, this future's always uncertain for everyone, but if you're careful, okay? If you take your lottery winnings and you invest them carefully, and careful is the word here, you can go a long way to securing your financial security. Now, here we have the adjective financial to talk about, okay? The word financial is an adjective, and it means money for the most part. Now, usually when people use the word financial, that's the adjective, and then the word finance, that's the noun, they're talking about how money is used in order to pay for things over time. For the most part, banks engage in finance. They might take your deposits and they lend that money out, and then over time they make more money when they get paid back for their loans. That would be considered finance, or a financial way of making money. Further, we also have this phrase, to go a long way towards something. If something goes a long way toward something else, it means that it plays a big role in this, or helps this thing to come about.
好，我们来看一下第二段落的前面两句话，这边有一个单字，一个是financial， 或者是有人念作 financial， 它表示财务上的或是金融的。那么它的名词，刚刚 Jeff 老师有提到的是 finance， 它拼作 F-I-N-A-N-C-E。那这个字它可以指财务、金融，它当复数形的时候还可以用来指资金。好，那么后面有一个用语叫做 go a long way， 它表示大有帮助，或者是可以持续很久。那么后面你可以加 toward 或者是 towards， 再加上动词 ing 来表达说对什么什么很有帮助，有什么注意。那么 go a long way toward quieting those fears， 这个 quiet 在这边它是当动词来表达说消除啊、减轻那些恐惧。
Thank you for that. Yeah, you can say toward or towards, and yes, that thing that follows, verb ing here, quieting those fears. If you're afraid of losing the money, hey, don't worry. Investing carefully can make those fears go away, or can quiet those fears. Anyways, moving on, winners also gain the freedom to choose their lifestyle because money can open doors and expand their options. Not to mention, most people feel better when they're helping others, and the lottery can provide the means to do so. Now, we've got a few things to talk about here. First of all, we have the word lifestyle. Okay, your lifestyle is the way that you live. When I was growing up, there was this program on TV called Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Basically, it was a TV show showing you how rich people lived, and for that reason, it was interesting. Because my lifestyle, it's very simple, basic, and interesting. I wake up, have a bowl of cereal, take my kid to school, work, have lunch, so on and so forth. It's pretty boring. Rich people, on the other hand, their lives, oh my goodness, they wake up and a servant is washing their feet, and then they get to take a helicopter ride or something like that to their yacht, and they take their yacht to work. Oh my gosh, their lifestyles are fantastic. Now, we also have this phrase, not to mention. Sometimes you use this phrase when you're adding something on to something that you said before, and this thing that you're adding on is kind of obvious. Okay, you're saying, this is great, and oh, let's not forget to mention this thing that everyone knows. We're going to add this now, which might be obvious, just to make it clear that we can't be wrong here, or to make clear that our argument is quite strong. Not only have we laid this out, but oh, on top of this, there's this other obvious thing that is also really great and makes things even better. Then we also have this word means, the means to do something. The means to do something are the ways that you can accomplish something. There's a saying in English, the ends justify the means. So it doesn't matter what you had to do to accomplish something or to get to some end. Okay, once you get there and you've done that thing, it's all worth it. And yes, if you were to win the lottery, you would have a lot of money. You could do pretty much anything that you wanted. Money gives you that privilege. Money gives you that ability. And that's why here means mean about the same thing as wealth. That wealth can help you do almost anything. It's a way, or it's a means, I should say, of achieving pretty much anything that you want to achieve.
好，那我们来看课文第二段的后半部分，这边有一个单字是 lifestyle， 那这个字很简单嘛 ，lifestyle 就是生活方式。那么还有一个补充单字是means 它本来有这个方式手段的意思，那像我们说 a means of 加上名词或动名词就表示什么什么的方式啊手段。那刚刚 Jeff 老师说当你有很多钱的话你就有很多方式可以做到很多事情，所以你就可以这样联想说 means 它也有财富金钱的意思，就相当于 wealth。 好，那这边还有一个片语是 not to mention， not to mention 就表示更不用说怎么样怎么样，这是很明显的，更不用说什么了。
Okay, let's go ahead and read the next paragraph right now. It says, critics argue that lottery winners only experience a temporary spike in happiness. However, a recent Swedish study found that winners still reported higher life satisfaction years after winning. Another major criticism of the lottery is that many winners later go bankrupt. And while this is true, bankruptcy is by no means inevitable. It can be avoided with better financial planning and more self-discipline. Now, there's a lot to talk about here, so let's go ahead and get started at the beginning. Okay, first of all, like I said before, a critic is a naysayer. Here, we're not really talking about a film critic. Here, a critic is just someone who points out what's wrong. A critic is someone who points out the faults in something. So these critics here of lottery winners, they're trying to tell you why winning the lottery isn't good, why it's bad. Then they also say that lottery winners here experience a temporary spike. Okay, a spike here, we're not talking about like a stick with a point at the end of it or anything like that, okay? Here we're talking about a temporary and abrupt elevation or drop in something. Like if the stock market spikes, that means it goes up very quickly and then falls very quickly. You can also have a downward spike where something falls, like the stock market, where it falls quickly and then it rebounds quickly as well. And if you looked at the graph of both of those things, that spike would kind of look like that, the end of that pointed stick that I was telling you about earlier. Now, moving on, we have the word bankrupt. This one's easy. If you go bankrupt, you've got no money in the bank. All your money is gone. You've spent all your money, and you might even be in debt. For example, President Donald Trump has gone bankrupt many, many times. Yes, he's not that good of a business person. Anyways, further, it says bankruptcy is by no means inevitable. And here you put it all together. What this means is that it is avoidable, okay? By no means inevitable. that means that you are not doomed to this particular fate. Yes, you can avoid going bankrupt, apparently, with better financial planning and more self-discipline. By the way, self-discipline, that's when you discipline yourself. You train yourself to stick to a schedule, to stick to a certain investment plan, so on and so forth.
好，再我们看下一段，有几个单字要注意一下。Critic 它是批评者或是评论家，那它也可以指持批评态度的人。那么 spike 这个字呢，它表示细长尖尖的东西，通常都是铁质的。不过它在课文里面是表示激增啊、骤增啊、突然上升，常可以用来指价格突然上升这样子。好，那么再来看到往下面有一个 bankrupt 它是形容词，形容破产的。我们常常用 go bankrupt 来指破产。那它的名词就是在字尾再加上 cy 变成 bankruptcy。好，那我们接着来看 inevitable 这个字呢，它表示不可避免的。Jeff 老师说的 avoidable 则是指可避免的。那么还有一个是 self-discipline，discipline 它表示纪律啊，或者是训练等等。那么 self-discipline 就表示自律、自制力。那这边还要补充一个片语叫做 by no means。by no means 它表示绝非或者一点也不，意思就跟 not at all 差不多。那顺便补充一下，by all means 则是指务必，它的意思跟 certainly 很相近。当你用尽所有方法，我们说 means 是方法嘛，那 by all means 用尽所有的方法，那就表示务必达成某事。那这也可以常常用来表达说允许别人做某事，或者是答应别人的请求。
Okay, let's wrap things up. Many people say that the misery of some lottery winners proves that money cannot buy happiness, but that doesn't necessarily need to be the case.A life of security and freedom could be just a lottery ticket away. I don't know if I totally agree with what this person is saying, but they do put forth a pretty good argument. Anyways, folks, with that, this month's topic writing lesson is in the books, and it's time for us to say bye-bye.